Hey guys, it's me. Thank you so much for watching my other video. Yeah, it kind of encouraged me and I definitely want to continue doing videos, not just about personality types, but also about, kind of like personal life, personality, but not necessarily like only MBTI. So, since I happen to be wearing this purple bluish shirt and I did my makeup today to sort of Ravenclaw inspired, so I just feel like doing a Ravenclaw video now. I am an INFP Ravenclaw, and I've seen a lot of articles about Hufflepuffs online and about how they're like the most underrated house, and I saw an article about why you should date a Hufflepuff, and I searched for Ravenclaws and nothing came up, so I just want to make a video about why you should date a Ravenclaw.
We're Ravenclaws, Ravenclaws, we're the smart kids, we're Ravenclaws. Everybody's wishing they were in our house.
Because I mean, really, I might make a video about this later, but I think Ravenclaws are actually the most underrated house because you hear like the least about them. You hear a lot about Hufflepuffs, and of course like Gryffindors and Slytherins, but yeah, you hear a lot about Hufflepuffs. It's almost like the squeaky wheel gets the grease. I mean, I love Hufflepuffs. I have a lot of friends who are Hufflepuffs, so I'm not like bashing on them. But I do think Ravenclaws need more attention. So, I wrote down some stuff, but I didn't really feel like practicing it and like making it smooth, so forgive me for that. Number 1. Ravenclaws will be fascinated with you. When something catches our interest, we want to know everything about it. So if you catch our interest, we want to know everything about you. We will ask you a lot of questions. We will give you our full attention. Because ultimately we're curious. Very curious. So we want to get into your head and, kind of like poke around in there and, peel back the layers and see like what you're all about. Yeah, we want to know about your mind, about your interests, and who wouldn't want that? I mean, someone who like wants to know everything about you, and not in like a creepy way, but in like, I want to know what's important to you. I want to know how you think, what your ideas are. We kind of like, we want to figure you out. So some people might not like that, but for someone who, is dating a Ravenclaw, that would be pretty awesome for someone to be like fascinated with you and like how your mind works. And number 2, a Ravenclaw is someone with a passion. And we all know people who have a passion are really attractive. So our passion could be about anything, but it probably has something to do with learning, because the difference between Ravenclaws and Slytherins is Ravenclaws love learning for the sake of learning, to satisfy their curiosity, and just because like they love learning about things for its own sake. Slytherins learn for a purpose, to like advance themselves and like to gain power, like if it can help them do something they want to learn. But Ravenclaws just love learning for the sake of learning things. So yeah, and that is definitely our driving passion, and whatever we're passionate about, you can be sure that we want you to help reach your passion too, and you know, we will encourage you in that, in pursuing your passion, and you know, I think that's a really great thing if you're dating a Ravenclaw, you know? Number 3, Ravenclaws won't care how weird you are. We are accepting of people who are different, the weirdos, the eccentrics, the people who don't fit in, people who think differently. And while Hufflepuffs are known to be accepting of people too, it's more in a group sense that they treat everyone the same, but it's not so much as when someone is different from the norm and is like disruptive to the group's like social, like the group's social status or whatever. If that's threatened, they're not quite as accepting as that. Where Ravenclaws are definitely the house who is most accepting of like the outcasts. So yeah, we love people who think differently and, you know, who march to the beat of their own drum. Yeah, we're very open-minded, and if you happen to be someone who is different from the normal population of this world, then congratulations. That's why you should date a Ravenclaw. We will love your weirdness and your quirkiness, and hopefully you will love ours too. Which leads to the next one, is Ravenclaws are unique. And I think pretty much everyone admires someone who's unique and not the same as everyone else, in a neat way. So Ravenclaws are known for being creative, original, individualistic, and I think that makes us very interesting, especially for someone else who admires those qualities in someone. So I think that would be a very valuable thing to have for someone who's dating a Ravenclaw. Yeah, I mean, you just think of like Luna Lovegood, how unique and different she was, and how like everyone, you know, is kind of drawn to her because she's so different and she's not afraid to be different. And I can't say I'm quite as unafraid as she is, but I secretly would like to be. And if I like met someone else who was like less afraid than I am, like, then we would make a pretty good pair. But yeah, Luna Lovegood was amazing, and she was also an INFP Ravenclaw. And uniqueness is definitely one of our best qualities. And then there's the last one, which is one of the things everyone kind of associates with Ravenclaw, but it's actually a lot more three-dimensional than, you know, people first think, because, you know, the houses are mostly described by like 4 or 5, you know, qualities. But the 5th one is Ravenclaws are intelligent. We can be both emotionally intelligent and intellectually intelligent, but we are also intellectually curious. We want to learn, and we want to help others learn too. So if you're dating a Ravenclaw, you will probably learn a lot of things that you didn't know before, and they will love sharing the knowledge they've gained with you, and if you have something to teach them, they're open to learning from you. And I think that makes a great you know, a great balance that you know, it's like a give and take. You know, Ravenclaws can have brains and beauty. Yeah, I think intelligence is among one of the top things that people desire in a relationship with someone else. You know, intelligence is important to them, and it's important to the other houses too, but it's not so much what drives them. Like, Ravenclaws at our core have a value for learning, and as I said before. So I think that's what makes us special, and I think being intelligent has so many advantages in so many ways. It makes us open to experience, it makes us wise, you know, it makes us ever curious, you know, and of course it allows us to see the value in other people and have good taste. So if we choose you to be with us, then lucky you. So that is why, these are the reasons why you should date a Ravenclaw. Yeah, so thanks for watching. If you know what your house is, those are the Hogwarts houses from the world of Harry Potter, which I've just started. I watched all the movies this past year into January, so I officially finished the movies and I'm starting on the books. If you happen to know what your house is, comment below and let me know if you've had experiences with Ravenclaws and what you think of us. So yeah, thank you again and good night.
Learn, 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 learning all the magic that we can.